All right, here we go. And
Welcome
we'd like to
to
welcome you guys for another episode of TE Live. I got some of my favorite people in the world on here today. What's up, everybody?
Yeah.
Woohoo! Was that it?
Hey, T.
Hi.
Uh, yeah. I got Erica, I got Erica, Amanda Campbell, and I got Ariana, and I got my boy R.J Cui here, and we're gonna be talking about music in me. I got the music in me. That's a good song, and we should think about doing something with that one. So, ladies, we'll see. We're gonna put you backstage. We'll see you in a couple minutes, okay? Bye bye. So, RJ, how you doing,
Hey,
man?
I'm great.
Yeah,
How are
you know,
you?
good. RJ is. Are you the CEO of Planet Sound, or is your better half the CEO? Who's the CEO?
I happen to be the CEO. We are partners in crime with Planet Sound. My wife
Mhm.
and I, my partner in life and my partner in business. But I guess on paper, I'm the CEO. She's the COO. She's
But
really the
yeah,
boss,
yeah,
though,
yeah.
and we all know that.
I know. Yeah, well, everybody knows. You know what? And you know what? It's not a bad boss to have, man,
No.
because she keeps it together, man. She keeps it together. You know, you're absolutely right. In my mind, you guys are the modern day Bonnie and Clyde, man. You know, and you, you guys get it done. But for those who don't know, what is Planet Sound?
We produce videos, anthems, and events. And so I
Mhm.
handle all of the videos and anthems and audio branding. Rowena does all of the special events. So she does some of the largest fundraising galas in town. We have some really cool online virtual events that are coming up this year during these crazy times right now, which are unprecedented. We've also got some really cool parking lot parties that we're going to be launching a series throughout the summer. But that's
Mhm.
mainly what we focused on. We started as a jingle company, actually, because music is my love and music production is my background. So Planet Sound, we produced jingles in the first year before moving into videos and events.
Yeah. And you took me right there because I know that you guys are. I mean, you guys raise the bar every year on your events, you know, and your anthems and your branding. But I know a little bit more about you as a lover of music, and just tell me how that got started because you got a alter ego actually, Baby
How
Jing.
how deep you want me to go here, brother? Huh? Like,
Break it down, baby.
well, I will tell you this, that it began with, I grew up for the first 3, 4 years of my life in Ghana. My dad was an engineer out there. And so I was born here. We moved out there right away. And, from the age of 3, I couldn't do very much on my own.
Mhm.
But what I could do was get up and put the tape in the VHS player and put Sound of Music on repeat. So that was
Wow.
like my first love and passion and start for music. And then I learned the piano and organ a little bit, taking some real lessons and self-taught on the guitar. Eventually I started a hip hop group and was producing for about 10 years. Had a group called Dark Sun Tribe. We were doing our thing locally, up in a different time, before starting Planet Sound with my wife. So that's kind of the basic rundown. Music has always been, the soundtrack to my life in different stages and has always morphed and become different things for me. And
Mhm.
yeah, but it's always been a tremendous part of what I do and how I live as a person, and now what we do in business as well.
That picture right there, I just pulled that one, man, and I want to just encourage you guys. If you guys get a chance to go to RJ's IG, and you will see some really good information on there about what's going on right here. But that's it. That's you again in action. And that last picture there, what was going on right there?
So me shooting, like, I think a lot of my time these days. Oh, this one here.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one is on set. We're doing some TV commercials for Sherwood Honda, which will be launching right away. We had these produced and in the bag, and then COVID hit, And so we did like this COVID hand washing commercial for them that's currently been airing. But that particular one on set, we had about a 6 or 7 person crew. Of course, all the cars lined up, and we did like a lip sync battle for their jingle, their infamous jingle that everybody knows and maybe hates, but that's kind of how jingles go. It gets in your
That's
head.
right.
And so, yeah, that's a new commercial that will be airing pretty soon here.
Yeah, yeah, and I just got to say this: if I've never told you, you are probably one of the most talented and flexible guys that I know. I mean, you've got a lot of ideas in your head there, and you have the ability to bring them all to life. It's an incredible talent that you have here. What has inspired you to pull music? I mean, you really have a grasp on both the music element and the video element of entertainment. What keeps it all together for you? Like,
Thanks, man. Thank you for that. Those are really kind words, especially coming from you. I respect you as a friend and an artist, like in so many ways. As you know, we've worked together and have become like really good friends. So coming from you, that always means a lot, T. I really do appreciate that. I mean, in terms of combining that music and video, like that is really where I live. Like if I could combine music and video in music videos like we've done, or in campaign videos for corporate things, that's kind of my bread and butter. That's like really what feeds my soul. And I think for me, there's a couple things. It's one, surrounding yourself with really talented, incredible, good human beings like my wife, like you, and like Erica and Ariana and Amanda. I don't have the pleasure of knowing, but I'm sure if she's friends with you, good people are surrounded by good people. And so that's it. Like I like to surround myself with good people, talented people who, you know, end up really making my videos and my music look fantastic because they're so talented, right? And that's the first part of it. The second part of it is just creating. Like I just love to make stuff. So whether that's photos or videos or music and production, that's kind of where those are the things that make me happy and get me going in the morning. And that's really, as long as I can focus on those things, be surrounded by good people and focus on making really cool things, you know, I'm a happy dude.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you totally, man. And you know what? Speaking of, you mentioned feeding your soul. If you don't mind, I'm going to ask another good friend of mine. Her name is Amanda Campbell, because we call her the British soul singer, and she's going to be joining us from Santa Monica, California, my home away from home. And Amanda, are you there?
Hey, Terrell. Hey, Arthur.
Oh yeah, she's there somewhere. Oh, there we go. There you go. What's up, Amanda?
I'm well. Good.
Oh, good. I'm kind of liking the hat thing there. Is is there any way I can get that from you later?
Well, you know, we've all this not been able to get a haircut for 3 months. The hat
Yeah. We probably have one of the most random stories in terms of how we met ever.
Right.
You know, I don't know if you remember that or not, but
absolutely, yes, yeah. We were sitting in that Stanley's Wet Boots in Culver City.
Yeah.
Your friend, the drummer. Right. My friend is either trumpet player, I think it was the trumpet player or the saxophone player I knew. But yeah, we just started chatting, and that was that.
Yeah, we just started chatting, and you know, and here, probably about 2 or 3 years later, you know, and after that, we're the best of friends, and you guys, and I didn't know then, but I know now, your tremendous story of how you created this career as a soul singer. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that? Because I know it, but I'd love for other people to hear it.
Yeah, well, I didn't discover that I could sing until I was 44 years old. And R.J. and I were born within a day or two of each other. So,
oh, yeah?
Now. But I always sang. I always loved to sing, but I never let anybody hear it. And I just had this yearning to sing my whole life. And I too, R.J., Sound and Music was on my record player over and over and over. And then one day I just let my guard down and I sang in front of people, and they were like, "Oh, you can sing." And from that moment on, I mean, it was a profound and life-changing moment. From that moment on, I was like, "Oh, if I can sing, like, I am not going to stop. Like, I will never stop singing." And as a child, I wrote poetry, so now I write lyrics and I write my own stuff. So it was a really profound moment in my life.
Yeah, and so the Strands is your soul band, and you guys do some incredible music. And how did your band come about? And Daryl, you can go ahead and start showing us those pictures. Go ahead and talk over these pictures, Amanda, that we're going to show.
Okay, yeah, so that's from the Strands gig last year. We were opening for a pretty big band here in LA called Venice, and that was at the Canyon. That was a lot of fun. And that's actually I think that's Venice Music Crawl a couple of years ago, which is a great event, but they don't have that anymore. Yeah, that's that Venice gig. And my husband is the bass player there. And,
yeah, I was gonna say that guy's he's got some long hair. Who's that guy? Yeah, but you guys,
this is our rehearsal space. I was in another band with my good friend and neighbor Richard Green, who is an incredible bass player and guitar player, and he was actually teaching my husband bass, mentoring Paul on bass. And Paul said, "Why don't we start our own band?" And we did, and we all live on Strand Street. There's 5 of us in the band, and 4 of us live on Strand Street. So we started our own band, and we've never looked back.
No, absolutely, and you know what? You've got is it 2 completed projects now that's done? I know you.
Piece and a full-length album, and we were about to go into studio in March to record 5, 6, maybe 7 more songs, but that's been postponed. But that's we had started rehearsals again last week, and now we have a curfew, so that's going to put it on hold again. But that's okay. We're in the time.
Yeah, well, a little off topic. It's a little bit more, I guess, laid back where we are right now than it is there. But I saw some National Guard coming through there yesterday. I just want to ask you guys to just stay safe and take care of yourselves. And I hope to see you in a month or 2 at least.
Yeah, I mean, I think it feels like it's settled down a little bit now. The last night was okay, but yeah, it's pretty surreal to see tanks going down.
Yeah. Now okay, so Amanda, the last thing is you said that you never look back, and why is that? Why do you say you would never look back now that you started singing?
Well, I always wanted to be a singer. Ever since I was a child, I used to sing. Actually, when I was a little kid, I used to sing to my aunt's friends, all the Beatles songs. And then I experienced what I guess they call an art wound. When I was about 10 or 11, I tried out for choir, which in and of itself was something because I was very, very shy. But one note out of my mouth, and the teacher just really roughly pulled me down. And I remember don't let anybody hear you sing. And I feel like, I'm making up for lost time. I spent the next 30 years hiding. So, I'm not hiding anymore, I'm out there, and I'll sing to my last breath.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. I know you don't like this, but every time I hear you sing, man, I know you don't agree with it, but I love Annie Lennox. She's one of my favorite, and you kind of look like her too, to me. But anyway, that's one
thing. I think it's more optical than it is. But so many people say it. So I she's got a great voice, but I just don't think I sound like her.
Yeah. Well, thanks for sticking around. If you don't mind sticking around a little bit longer, I got a couple more guests that I want to bring on, and I want to introduce to you Erica Noot. Erica also she helps others to develop their gift. Isn't that right, E?
That is true.
Yeah, and give me the name. Give me the name of your company.
It's One Voice Vocal Studio. And just hearing Amanda's story, just like I work with singers like that who have had that kind of like moment when they're 10 years old, and my job is to make sure that they feel loved and that they feel like their voice is worthy of being heard, you know, and I think that's so important. And so good on you, Amanda, for like just going out there and just doing it all. I think that's so awesome and inspiring.
Thank you.
So thanks for sharing.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I mean, it is true when you say, Erica, that I mean, there's some people that for years would just love to do this, and they just don't have the, what is it? They just don't have the, you know, you got to be able to kind of overcome the fear.
I think so. I think it's a lot of just negative beliefs that they believe about themselves, that they've heard through their life that might have, you know, led them to close their mouth and not sing and not feel like they were, you know, good enough to sing. And I think we have a lot of adult students because that's just the thing. Like there's so many adults now that are like, you know what, like I'm going to step out of my comfort zone. I've always loved to sing and I'm going to start learning now. And I think it's really common to just not experience or have good experiences singing. So I want to change that for people, that they have good experience singing and feel like they can sing safely with me and that kind of thing, and have safe and positive like performance experiences as well.
Right. And you know, I have to say this, like you've got probably one of the strongest voices and one of the clearest voices I've ever heard. And I'm going to talk about stories again. Do you remember when we first met? I don't know if you remember this, but
I remember because I was a week late of having my baby, who was 10 pounds, by the way. So
you
I
were,
was enormous. I was huge.
yeah.
And I remember we were at karaoke. We met at a friend's birthday, right? Joy's birthday.
Yeah.
And I sang Heart because I love singing Heart. And I was just huge. But you tell me what your thoughts were, Terrell.
You are huge. I'm gonna tell you.
I was huge.
But your voice was huger. I was like, who is this? But I tell you what, man, it's a real privilege to be a friend of yours, for you to share what you know, and because a lot of people would not even want to sing in front of a person with this that's as talented as you are. So for you to be able to make them feel comfortable, and at the same time help them develop to, you know, put to a point of your skill. I mean, I really appreciate who you are as a person, that you do that.
Thank you, Terrell.
Yeah. So I want to ask you this one question. We got some pictures. Why don't you go ahead and flip those pictures here? I also know that you do. Oh,
I thought it
I was going to show
a performance picture, but
well, I was going to show you that one last. But now we all know that your husband is 10 feet tall. But let's go to another picture here. Let's flip to another one. And there you are, doing your thing there. You're one half of the Glitter Queens.
yes, Queens. Yeah.
Keep flipping there. That's I know she's in a group called Uptown. We're going to talk about later.
Hey, RJ took that awesome pic.
Oh yeah, and this one I was going to say, do we need to have a conversation, Erica? Because
this is a video for fun, and this is a
okay, all right.
video, so I'm sure there's a lot of people with me feeling that vibe, the quarantine vibe.
Absolutely, and I pulled that picture, and there's several others. If you go to her Instagram, you'll see she does a lot of Broadway type music. We call it theater, right? Theater type.
That's where I started. Like growing up, I used to love listening to and watching musicals and going to church. So I was singing in church, or I was singing musical theater songs, and that kind of progressed to a bunch of other different styles and genres. But my training is in musical theater, and then they're in other genres as well. But yeah, so that big belty thing was always kind of started in the musical theater sound and style.
Yeah, you just did you just did a seminar or something here recently. What were you you were telling me what were the kind of the themes of your seminar?
Yeah, so I also sing a lot of rock and roll because I think I went through a phase in high school and college where I just listened to rock and roll all the time and I loved singing it. So this last webinar that I did was on vocal distortion. And so it's that kind of like edgy, like, yeah, like that kind of like edgy sound. We were playing around with how to do that and how to produce those sounds in a safe way. Yeah.
How do we find one voice if someone wants to
Yeah. Well, you can just
get in touch with you?
yeah. You can just even just contact me, ERIKANOOT @gmail.com or One Voice Vocal Studio @gmail.com if you want to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Be patient with me because I'm going to bring this next guest on. Her name is Ariana Whitlow. You may know her, you may not. I don't know. May
Met
seen
her
her
a few
around.
times, yeah.
And but Ariana is also one of the best vocalists, female vocalists I've ever heard. I don't recall. I don't know, Ariana, if you remember when we met, but I think I saw you before you saw me. Ariana not only has a beautiful voice, but she's also, can you give me your title? I knew you do some management for a production company in town. Will you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, I'm currently on maternity leave, but I, for the last 4 years, have been the entertainment manager for the John Cameron Changing Lives Foundation. So we, in recent years, are a foundation that puts on concerts to fundraise for mental health initiatives here in Edmonton. So I work on the production side with their artists and with their musicians and with their artistic team. It's been an incredible experience. Lots of learning. I started as a performer, as a singer and dancer, but I have found an immense passion also for production. So that's what I do. Yeah,
and your experience starts. You're the only person I know that went to a school over. Was in London? Were you in London? Liverpool.
No, I was in Liverpool, but country, same island. Yeah, I went to school in England. I got a scholarship to study at Paul McCartney's Liverpool Institute of Performing Arts, and that's where I kind of grew so much. Just being away from home forces you to learn about yourself. So I took musical theater. I did lots of singing, lots of dancing, and also met my husband. So lots of good things in England.
Well, you know what? Why don't we take a look at your pictures, because we got a couple of pictures of you and Joe in there too, and I'd love to see those. But there you are right now in your glory. What is it about what you do that makes you love what you do? What is it about it? That's nice, pretty nice hairdo there.
Yeah, Joe and I have really found that we miss performing. I mean, Joe more than I. Not many, an entertainer, an actor before he started sound engineering and then became a fireman. So we've just found that we really miss performing. So we've been doing some isolation concerts over Facebook Live. But singing, just it's my safe place. It's my home. It's where I feel most myself. It's where I can unleash my crazy energy. I don't feel myself in everyday life. I don't know if anyone else feels that way as an entertainer. I try and put a lid on it, and then when I get the chance to entertain and to bring joy to other people, I do that on stage. it's the only place that I truly feel like myself.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and then to also, we know that production, there's a lot of people may not know how much work is involved in production. I think oftentimes people don't really think about the fact that there's months and months of preparation prior to putting together a show that we do for 2 hours. And so, you know, I appreciate the fact that, you know, when you were all, you know, like 8 months in and you are still running around, you know, putting things together. I've seen it happen. And sometimes I've told you, man, you need to go sit down somewhere. But if we can get the rest of our guests on and we can get Amanda and R.J back on the show, I want to let you guys know, I appreciate that the music in you, that you're using it to inspire other people. Is Ariana on there somewhere? Is she on the panel?
She's there, but can I just say that she has the absolutely most spectacular freeze frames ever. Like when she freezes, it's like,
oh yeah,
when I freeze, it's like, I don't know, it happened like 4 or 5 times that she just froze and it was like perfect shot.
Well, yeah, I was just wondering, is she really like looking at me or?
Yeah.
You know what you guys do to inspire people with your gift. I love you guys all, and I bring with others. You know, I always say it's not a gift unless we give it away, and I know you guys are giving it away with liberty. So thanks for all you do. But now I got to check and see just how smart you are.
Oh no!
Because it's game time.
Oh,
Ariana, are you trying to take let's get Ariana back on here. Yeah. Here she comes. Here she comes. All right. Not only Ariana do we have, but we also going to ask Olivia to join. Olivia is our intern that comes on every episode and gives us the information we need to make sure you guys know how to play the games. Olivia, what's up?
Not much. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Go ahead and tell our folks how to play the game.
All right, here we go. So Terrell's going to ask you guys some music-related questions. You have to be the first to buzz in with your noisemaker in order to answer the question. If your answer is correct, the points are yours. But if it's incorrect, the second person to buzz in has a chance of stealing the points if their answer is correct.
Got that, guys? So you guys, let's see those noisemakers. Let me make sure you guys are ready to go. All right. So a couple of these are multiple choice. You know, you guys are all experienced musicians and singers, but these are some tough ones. I got to tell you. We're gonna ask Daryl to present the wheel. I can't say the Wheel of Fortune because I think that's somebody else's show. But the Wheel of Steel. I don't know. No. Come up with something. But here, the way we start this game is we spin the wheel and see what the first question is worth. So let's go ahead and spin that wheel and see what's up. Okay. Looks like with 300 points. Is it? Did I miss? Am I losing somebody? Oh no, everybody's on there. Okay. All right. Olivia, I'll check with you in a little bit, okay?
Okay. Good luck, guys.
All right, so here we go. The first question is for 300 points. And it takes us back to a year probably before you guys were born. Who patented the first microphone? Is it A, Frederick Douglass, B, Ben Franklin, or C, Alexander Graham Bell? Oh, I heard a bell. Was that you, Amanda?
That's me. I'm going to say
Okay.
Bell because I have a
Who
bell.
was it?
Bell.
Alexander Graham Bell. You are correct. Alexander Graham Bell patented the first microphone. You guys didn't know that, did you?
I didn't know that.
Nope.
All right. Well, let's spin the wheel. You know what? All hope is not lost. Amanda's up 300 points. All hope is not lost. We've got 4 more questions to go. Go ahead and spin the wheel, Daryl. Let's see what we got.
I'm so bad at these.
Oh yeah. Well, I did the multiple choice with you in mind, man. Just so you know.
Thank you. Is there any true or false though? I'm better at true or false.
Oh yeah. True or false, but that's only 50-50, man. Okay, listen. Here's the next question. Speaking of microphones, 250 points. What year was the first microphone introduced? Was it A, 1776, B, 1777, or C, 1876? Oh, Amanda, what do you got there?
1876.
1876, yes. Oh, man. And Amanda's way out in front there with the first 2 questions. Oh, boy. Well, you know what? We're on our third. Are you guys feeling sad?
I am.
Don't be, because this is a double bonus round for the third question. So there's still a chance. That wheel is spinning.
Come on, 90s question.
All right. Double bonus round could put any of you guys in first place or put Amanda way out front. All right. I don't know if this is a 90s question. No, it's not a 90s question. But anyway, the first music video to air on MTV in 1981. What? Amanda.
Radio star.
What?
Video killed the radio star.
She's right.
Oh man.
Wow.
I quit.
I'm throwing it.
What the heck? I never even heard of that. I never even heard of that song before.
Yes, you have.
Yeah.
You guys don't know, but I'm on Amanda's team.
Go star.
Yeah.
It's the team now. Oh, that's hilarious. Amanda is slaughtering the opponents.
Did you have to use the word slaughtering? Come on. Okay, you're supposed to be neutral.
Well, I don't know what to say, but all right. But all hope is not lost, because we are moving into our triple bonus round. Triple bonus round. All right, let's spin the wheel. How did you know that, Amanda? That's crazy.
I don't know how I knew that, but I knew that.
Look at that. All right. See, I told you, all hope is not lost. We're at triple bonus round. This is 2,700 points. All right, here
I
we
hope
go.
it's about Ukrainian folk music, because I got that.
All right, you got it. Okay, here we go. The original singer of the theme song from Ghostbusters, is his name Jerry Knight, Ray Parker Jr., or Aaron Neville? I hear somebody.
Ari was first, I think.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Ari.
Ari first.
Oh, Ari, it was you. Okay.
It's Ray Parker Jr. for sure. A shout.
Ray Parker Jr., she is correct. Ray Parker Jr. All right.
I was gonna say Bobby Brown.
That's the 90s. That was the
I
90s
know.
version.
I know. I know. That's
All right. You know what? For 100 bonus points, Ari, if you can sing.
oh, frozen.
First lines
Yeah,
of the theme
if I
song
can
for
sing
100
all
bonus points, I give them to you.
of it or just a part of it?
Do you need backing
Oh, yeah.
vocal?
If there's something
Yeah,
weird, strange in your neighborhood, who you gonna call?
everybody.
Ghostbusters!
Oh yeah, yeah.
If there's
Okay, yeah.
something weird and it don't
Yeah.
look good, who you gonna call? Ghostbusters!
Ghostbusters.
Something like that.
Oh, okay, thank you. Okay, all right, thank you. Tony, 30.
Beauty.
I have lost control. I've lost control of the show. All right, give Ari a couple 100 extra bonus points for singing it out. And here's our fifth and final question, triple bonus round. RJ, Erica, you know what? One of you guys can squeak out on this one. All
Let's
right,
go, Erica. Let's get it.
here we go. Let's spin the wheel. Well, you know what? I don't think we can get past 900, so I'm gonna keep it at 900 points, and then I'm gonna add, and I'm gonna include a bonus point option. Okay, so this question is for the triple bonus of 2,700 points, and then and that extra 600 points that we just spent for it. Okay, so everybody's got a chance. The year was 1983. What is the first line of Michael Jackson's Thriller? Go ahead, RJ.
Shoot.
No, that is incorrect. I'm sorry. Anybody else? All right, go ahead, Erica.
It's close to me.
What?
No?
Go, Erica, go.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
It's close to midnight. That's the answer. All of a sudden, Erica has taken the lead with the triple bonus round and the 600 points.
I'm on Erica's
2,700
team
points.
too.
2,700 points plus 600. Add another 600 points there. And
Whoa.
holy smokes. Erica wins. RJ, I don't know what happened there, man, but I still love you, brother.
I thought the goal was to get the least amount of points.
Daryl just
You didn't
decided to give you
explain the rules to me.
11.
Well, now I know for next time. You should have told me that in advance.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what. Well, you know what? As our custom, you know, and ensuring that everyone keeps safe and sanitized. Our consolation prizes for all of you guys is a lifetime supply of these Lysol wipes here. All right.
Wow. That's
lifetime
awesome.
supply. Lifetime supply. Yes, that's right. I mean, now, you know, take it up with the postal service if for some reason you don't get it. That's got nothing to do with that. Yeah. And Erica, for you, your name will forever be engraved on this traveling trophy. You are number one.
I want to be number one in your heart.
That's right. That's right.
Ooh, that's the truth.
Thanks, guys, for all of your time here. Erica, we can find you again for One Voice. What's that information again?
Yeah, onevoice.ca. There's an I in voice. I mean, a number one in voice instead of an I.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Amanda. For we do come out and perform, where can we find you?
Instagram, Facebook, and a British soul singer on Instagram and Facebook. So The Strands Official.
The Strands Official and British Soul Singer. Okay. R.J. Cui, go ahead and give us some information. Where can we find you?
The business one is at Planet Sound, PLANIT Sound instead of ET. And then I also am kind of like revamping my personal one and doing like some vlogging stuff. It's R.J. Cui, CUI.
RJ is my go-to photographer, videographer for everything. And Ari, where can we find you and Uptown?
Yeah, you can just follow me. Ariana Whitlow is my handle on all social media channels, and you can tune into my live house concerts on Facebook at 1 p.m. on Fridays. And Uptown 780 is our cover band, Erica and I. Yeah.
That's right. All right. Well,
that's us.
Look for some information from us later. We're going to be doing some things with all of these guys. Love you guys, and we'll see you next time. Stay safe.
You too. Thank you.
Bye-bye.